Hey guys, what's up? GreenMachineSam back with another video, and today we're doing our 0 overall rebuild. This one will go as long as we win a Super Bowl. So if it takes 5 seasons, it takes 5 seasons. If it takes 10 seasons, it takes 10. After about 10, we're probably done, no matter what. I'm going to put that out there. Now, the Lions technically aren't the worst team in the NFL. The Jags are, but the Jags also have Urban Meyer as their coach. I think everybody can agree the Lions probably have one of the worst rosters in the league, just looking at them overall. Especially if you take Hawkinson and Frank Ragnow off that team, it looks pretty fucking poor. I'm going to be honest. Some of their picks haven't worked out in years prior. They just don't have a whole ton of talent around their team. It's not like oh hey, if you get a quarterback and if you get a linebacker and a defensive lineman and another offensive line piece, you'll be fine, Super Bowl run. No, it's you have a couple years to go. And I'm not trying to be mean. Listen, I understand as a Bears fan, you guys have been in a terrible situation. Dan Campbell, I think, is a good culture building coach. I don't think he's going to be your Super Bowl coach if you guys can build a roster up to that point. But it is a good start. Now, this series will go until I basically win a Super Bowl or 10 years. I'm not just going to try to sign a whole team in free agency in the first year. I'm going to try to draft and progress players. It's more about drafting, making small trades to get in position to win games. So, first episode's probably going to be about 2 seasons, if anything. We're probably not going to check stats or anything after this season. We'll probably just head straight into the offseason. There's probably going to be no upgrade points, and nobody's going to be sticking around that's worth anything. They are all on 7-year deals. I did go ahead and go in and do that so that it would make it easier. Then I don't have to go and re-sign them in free agency or hope they don't retire. So they're all on 7-year deals. No, the roster that I'm talking about does not have this already set up. You will have to go in and manually do it for yourself. So you'll have to go in, sign all these guys, and then do their contracts. So I'm going to take the penalties off because I don't think that's fair for us. So I will be removing those. We'll do that actually right now. So if you guys want to know how to do that, you just go to user teams, and you can clear cap penalties, raise morale to 50, all that fun stuff. So I'll see you guys in the off season. The first year doesn't really matter. Not gonna check over stats and awards because we're not gonna win those. So starting off with free agency, we're only allowed to sign 10 people. So these are the people that we are signing. We're signing trying to sign Jacoby Myers, Malik Hooker, Travarius Ward, Tyler Bass, Malik McDowell, Deshaun Hand, Chandon Sullivan, Will Dissly, Kamal Martin, and Tyler Huntley. This will give us a good set of starters to begin our rebuild. Okay, so some of the signings we actually ended up getting is Sean Davis. I went after him after Malik Hooker got a contract. Drew Lock, I went after him after Tyler Huntley got a contract. Jawan Johnson, Tim Settle, Chandon Sullivan, and Tyler Bass. So we only got 6 guys. So I think what I'm going to allow is me to pick up 4 guys. They're only going to be on 1-year deals, but I am allowed to pick them up in free agency once the season starts, I think. Maybe. I don't know, depending on how the draft goes. Okay, we all know we were going to draft number 1 overall, and I know this is a big trade down, but Cleveland is offering me an extra first-round pick and an extra second-round pick for them to move from 29 to 1 and us to move 1 to 29. But we get an extra first and second of next year. We would have 3 first-round picks next year and 2 second-round picks. We would have a grand total of 6 picks on the first 2 days. I'm going to take this. Trey Linton here, out at Clemson, running back, 5'10". We need a running back. I think this is the perfect opportunity to grab one. So, Teddy Harris, right tackle, out of LSU, 23 years old, 6'6", 233, 23. I'm fucking dyslexic apparently, and a headed to trait. That's awesome. Got to build up this offensive line if we want our running back to succeed. With the first pick in the second round, we are taking Nolan Mcdonald, 87 speed. He looks good. He looks like a physical freak. So hopefully he can play like a physical freak. Trying to upgrade our linebacking core, James Gardner, 6'1", 234, 22 years old, out of Delaware. Good speed for being an inside backer, good size as well. The funny thing is, this is actually a name of a dude that was on my Marshall dynasty. I didn't record my Marshall dynasty, but he played outside backer in a 4-3. He never ended up actually starting, and he ended up transferring. I don't know where he transferred to. I don't remember, but he ended up transferring because of playing time. So we're going to pretend this is him. Mac Bradford, center out of Northern Illinois, 6'5", 293, 23 years old. He shouldn't have amazing, athletic ratings just because, he's a fucking center. More than likely, the center is the least athletic position on the field in terms of offensive line and offense in general. Parker Williams, he looks pretty good. I wish the speed was a little bit higher. Last time a notable Memphis wide receiver was taken was Anthony Miller. So hopefully he's better than him. Eddie Escobar, wide receiver out of USC, 22 years old, 5'9", 188, fast, agile. Change of direction is really low for him, but whatever. With this trade, we are setting a 7 and a 6 to the Chiefs for 2 7s of this year and a 6. I'm going to take a kicker. I'm also going to take a fullback here. The kicker will get moved to punter, kind of like Pat McAfee back in, 08? So, okay, for the fullback, I'm just going to take best name. It's definitely between Craig Battles and Chip Loud. Chip Loud's a little bit bigger. I think he's going to be blocking. I think all the 30-pound guys are utility. And I think all the 50-pound guys are blocking. So I'm going to take Chip Loud here. Him and Battle are also the 2 of the 3 that actually went up the board instead of going down. So Chip Loud makes the most sense here. Okay, here is the draft recap. So we got Trey Linton. Of course, when there's a good group of running backs, you can basically pick anyone you want, and you're going to get a good running back. Trey Linton, of course, no exception. Teddy Harris, about where I think tackles are normally at. They're normally about 70 to 74 at best. I've never seen one really above 77. McDonald, 73, okay. This is where it kind of got rough. Right here was the middle linebacker, center, and wide receiver. Escobar, better than I thought he was going to be. I thought he was just going to be a speedy guy at like 70. So, Parks. Now you may say, well, why'd you take a kicker? You could have just taken a punter. For some reason, I've noticed that kickers normally turn out better in Madden. Just, I don't know why. Like, I'll take a punter, and like the best one will be a 67, whereas I'll take a kicker, and the best one could be like a 73. So, Chip Loud was also very, very good. Of course, like I said, I thought he was a blocking one because he weighed over 250. He is. That's great news. The other fullback, I don't know what he is, but I would assume about the same. But utility-wise, 69 through 70-ish, probably. So, good draft class to get us started off. I think we'll do just fine. I mean, we're not going to be fucking competitive. Let's not get that out of whack, but we'll be fine for the first season. Okay, so I decided against just signing 3 other players. We didn't sign the 10 players in free agency, so we're just not going to get anybody else. We are at a 55 overall. I went ahead, cut the backup punter and kicker and the extra fullback. So we are at 52 players now. I'm not going to sign anybody. It doesn't matter all that much. All the guys we drafted and signed should be at the top of their respective positions. I'll check and make sure the specialists are all good to go, and then we'll hop into the season. Okay, at the beginning of the year, I went ahead and auto-upgraded everybody. So, team, of course, is not looking great. Let's just fucking put that out there. We got, 8 drafted players, and we signed 7, so a total of 15 players on the team now. 15 real players, anyway. So, I'm really hoping Linton doesn't have, a terrible season and regress at all. Loud, I hope, has an okay season. Escobar and Williams here. Jawan Johnson here. So we're just going to continue to rock with the 3-4 for now. Once we get more players in here, we'll decide what we want to do. Sean Davis and McDonald, I hope, have a good season, and as well as Chandon Sullivan. And then we also brought in Tyler Bass and James Park. So specialists, I did just go ahead, put the best players in. Ends, I didn't really care, so I didn't even touch it. Whoever they decide to put there, they can. Hopefully Drew Lock has an okay season with these wide receivers. Okay, looking at the team, they're all looking good. They're all on the rise. Eddie Escobar already up to 75. Juwan Johnson already up to 75 as well. James Garner up to 74 already. So we're doing good. I did already release all the practice squad players because, of course, those guys aren't supposed to be here. We're not going to count practice squad until season 4. By then, we should have basically a full team. Let's go ahead and take a look at stats real quick. Of course, we did go 0-17. Next year, we should be able to win maybe a couple games. Drew Lock, not good. 2,700 yards, 9 touchdowns, 20 picks. Linton, 882 yards and 5 touchdowns. Escobar, 700 yards, 4 touchdowns. Williams, 600 yards, 1 touchdown. And Juwan Johnson, 600 yards and 1 touchdown as well. So, blocking's probably super terrible. Gardner, 161 total tackles. 2 sacks for Tim Settle. Hopefully that will be changing. 4 picks for Gardner, 3 for Sullivan. No picks for the safeties. Tyler Bass kicked very well. And so did Parks. Kick returns and punt returns, nothing. And we probably didn't win any awards just because our rookies didn't play like insanely good. So with the 2022 season finally coming to an end, we actually won Defensive Rookie of the Year with James Garner. So he should have some upgrade points. If not, I already upgraded him because I did auto-upgrade everybody just to get that off my screen. We didn't do anything else. We're 0-17. We're heading into a re-sign phase. We're not going to re-sign anybody because, well, nobody's coming off contract. But we will be going into free agency. I'll show you guys who I'm going after. This year we have a max of 15 players. Okay, so this is who we're all going after. We're going to spend some money. Tyreek Hill, Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin, we're actually giving a real contract to. If Tyreek Hill signs first week, that's cool. If not, whatever. We are going after Jeffrey Simmons. We're also paying Aaron Rodgers, Dexter Lawrence, and then everybody else is just getting medium-type contracts. I do need to fix Jawan Taylor's contract. Trying to get some good, okay offensive linemen in there. Nothing too special. As of right now, I want to build up the rest of the team before I start paying O-linemen. The 2 main ones I want are McLaurin and Dexter Lawrence. Those are the 2 big ones. If we can get a bunch of other people, that'd be cool. But I want McLaurin and I want Dexter Lawrence. So at the end of free agency, we ended up getting Tyreek Hill. Nobody else bidded on him. Like, he was still there in week 3 of free agency. Nobody bidded on him, which is another reason why free agency in this game fucking is stupid. We ended up getting McLaurin, Simmons, Rodgers, and Lawrence all in the first week. Melvin Gordon did not want to sign with us, so we decided to go after Gaskins and Herbert. They ended up signing. Houston's just a good veteran piece that we can have out on that edge. Turner, good guard for a couple of years, and Caden Smith, good backup tight end. I was going after Brunskill, Pierre-Paul, Martin, Prince, and Weaver. They did not sign, so those will be more than likely the positions that I target in the draft. Okay, once again, I don't mind trading down here. The corner that I want isn't expected to go till like mid-first, apparently, so I'm going to take him when I can't. I'm going to take him at 5. So I'm trading down with the Patriots. We get a first-round pick of this year at 19, a first-round pick of next year, and a third-round pick. So Rick Nick, a corner out of UCF, 21 years old, 5'10", 180, hidden dev trait, great athletic ratings. He will be our number 1. Greg Denton, a left outside linebacker, should be an edge rusher, 6'3", 252, 23 years old, out of Washington State, hidden dev trait as well. Trading with the Browns here, they're giving me 2 2024 picks. I know I could technically go with the Bucks, but I'm going to go with the Browns here. I think we traded with them last year in the first round. So, meeting up with them again. Dwayne Wolf, free safety out of Notre Dame, 6'3", 198. Somebody will get moved down to corner, whether it's Sean Davis, this guy, or our strong safety. Somebody will get moved down to corner if we do not find a good third corner here. In the second round, at pick 25, we are trading down again. This is the other Cleveland Browns pick, I'm pretty sure. We're trading down with the Tennessee Titans. They're just offering us the most. We could go with a higher overall second round pick, but you never know how each team is going to perform. Terrell Applewhite, right tackle out of Virginia Tech. He has a dev trade as well. It's just getting out of hand. Either I'm getting really lucky or something. I don't know. Robert Sanders, we need somebody to run next to James Gardner, so hopefully he can be that linebacker. He has good speed, good physical traits. Is he good enough to play next to James Gardner? Need a guard to Jarvis Babunix out of California, 23, 6'5". He has actually decent physical traits for a guard, so good strength, good acceleration, agility, and speed. So I don't know much about him, but I'm strictly taking him based off of his last name matching the safety that I took, and we're going to pretend they're brothers. So Max Wolf, wide receiver out of South Carolina. This dude was projected to go day 3. It said early day 3, so I'm taking him. Hopefully he's something at least. Darren Billingsley out of Miami, man-to-man corner. Projected day 3, end of day 3. He's still here. I had 89% on him. Just going to take him. Hopefully he's something. Okay, so our first 3 picks, very, very good. Rick Nick, Greg Denton, Dwayne Wolf. And then we had Applewhite, who's not bad, but definitely not as good as I thought he was going to be. Robert Saunders, Jarvis, I'm not even going to try to say last name. Max Wolf, John Johnson, wow, you're fucking terrible. And Darren Billingsley. We won't cut you because you have a penalty, but holy shit, it said you were projected first fucking round. Why are you this bad? Oh well. I don't really care about Billingsley, but Jesus, John Johnson. Okay, looking at our team, I think we're only like 3 years away now at this point. We picked up major pieces in free agency. We drafted really well with Denton being a 79, technically being an 80 now. Linton's looking good. We brought in some good key pieces. Like, our team looks good. And look how many 12 overalls are left. There's not many. There's still definitely some, because I do have to have backups, of course, and position requirements. But overall, the team's looking good, you know. Biggest needs going into next year. If we could get a really good running back, that'd be cool. Wide receivers looking fine. Tight end is looking fine for now. I could use an upgrade there, of course. But offensive line definitely needs the most work here, as they are the lowest overall position group. Defensive line's perfectly fine. That'll be fine for a couple of years. Backups, of course, are needed. Linebacker could use some help, especially the other edge rushing position. Corner still, and then safeties we just have to hope develop. So mainly offensive line and defensive backs, you know, are the only real positions that we need. Of course, we could use another edge rusher, but I think corner, and as you guys saw, Sean Davis is the one getting moved. He does have the best man coverage and zone coverage, so he'll get moved to corner. So if you guys enjoy this content or any of the content on my channel, please stick around, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll be back with more videos. So the first episode will probably be 2 seasons. I'm probably gonna do 2 seasons of video, unless I do end up playing like a playoff game or something. Then I will probably make that into 1. But if you guys enjoy any of my content, I hope you guys stick around. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll be back. But I'm out. Peace.